So this is going to be a custom drag car I'm going to create, and the first thing I'll do is get rid of all the electrics except for the motor and take this bar off to save space. So why did I remove all the electrics? Well, because I'm going to custom fit something else on it and use the Camaro body for something else. This is the same Losi chassis that I built for the Batman rig I did with a Nova body on it. Once I've figured out how everything fits, I'll then put these electrics back on. So before I start modding this, I just want to show you it's the same chassis as the Batman's. So that's the exact same chassis with the Batman build. I kept everything as it is, just made this portable driving simulator for him. So with this one, it'll be more intense, so stay with me. Next step is to remove all the plastics that I don't need, like these bits, the front mounts and the rear mount. Let's do that. So let's remove it for now. This here is the Axial bomber cage, just the cage only. Had one spare, so might as well use it. And it looks like it can fit onto this drag chassis. Let's do it. So that looks pretty good. Obviously there's a few cuttings of the cage to make it fit, but it should work. Let me just check it out. Yep, so this bit has to be cut off, and maybe this whole bit has to come off. But the trick here is cut it bit by bit. You don't want to go too far and can't go backwards. Now, to fit the rear, there's two things you can do. You can either cut the cage or take the shocks off and fit the cage under there. That's the better option, obviously. So it just looks better and it's more sturdy for the cage. Let me show you. Looks like this. Now that sits a little bit too high, so we have to cut that bit on both sides and lower it and get rid of that bit. Looks like this right now after removing the side bits of the cage. Because I'm trying to get the cage sit as low as possible, my next problem here is these shock mounts on the cage is hitting the shock mounts on the chassis. The irony, huh? Let's get rid of those. Now this is what it looks like after the cage is carefully cut and fitted. All the suspensions are still working and in place. The cage fits like that at the front. Now I have two battery slots one here, one original. That's as slow as it gets. Any lower, it will scrape. Check out the rear. That's nice. The motor still sits where it is. Suspension still works. I like it. Let's have a look at it in details. What do you guys think? Give it a like if you dig it.